Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina and I like to cook and show you what I've been eating lately to provide some food inspiration for y'all home cooks out there. If you're not new here, I apologize greatly for the lack of consistency in my posting. It's been a very busy month, but I fully intend to keep posting these videos and hopefully a little bit less sporadically. But anyway, into the video. To start off with, this is a really nice orzo salad dish that I made. It's based off Laura in the Kitchen. So that's Laura Vitale's recipe. I'll link it below. It was like a side dish orzo recipe that she did for like an Easter video, but I don't know. I love orzo so much. I don't need it as a side dish. I just made it the main dish and added some beans in for a little bit more of that satiety factor. And then I also served it with some tomatoes and a little bit salad and some bread. And this was like for a little dinner party I had, like an impromptu dinner party I had. I hadn't been planning on having it, and then it just sort of happened. So this was a really nice dish that was like really easy to put together. It was really good because it was such a hot day out, and it was perfect to enjoy with friends with some wine. And like I said, we had bread too. Love bread. Of course, didn't get a video of the bread, but there was bread. And here is some Trader Joe's soy chorizo with some weird looking rice. Ended up very starchy, and some beans, tortilla chips, some cabbage, a variety of salsas, and I made myself a little taco bowl situation. Taco bowl burrito bowl is maybe more, I don't know, accurate, but it's at least catchier. But this was also very good. And then if you've seen any of my videos, you know this is not my kitchen. I was on a little bit of a trip, and one of my favorite things to do is actually cooking on trips. I find it like super calming to just have an activity that is like grounding and like makes me feel more relaxed and at home. So I always try to get a place that has a kitchen, and I was lucky and I had a kitchen in this place, and I made a little breakfast hash. This hash consisted of some cubed up potatoes that I cubed up. I'm not doing a good job with this voiceover. And eventually there's going to be onions, green peppers, and some vegan sausage in it. But yeah, this was so good. I seasoned the potatoes with some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of paprika, possibly. I didn't have too many seasonings because I brought them from home. So I wasn't working with too much, but it was so good. And as a little like second breakfast side dish, breakfast dessert, whatever, I had a grapefruit, which was also fantastic. And then I find this video that I'm about to show of this meal I make so funny because I made this meal on Cinco de Mayo, and it was Italian wedding soup. It was the least Cinco de Mayo dish that anyone could make. But I'm an Italian girl, and I'm also a soup girl. Soup is one of my favorite things to cook, so we were going with it. I also had these Aldi vegan meatballs in my fridge forever because I'm pretty sure Aldi changed their like formula for their vegan meatballs, and they're not as good as they used to be. And like usually like a pack of those will be gone in like a month, and they've been sitting in my freezer for like 3 months already. So I was like, I need to find a creative way to make these meatballs taste more delicious. And I've never veganized Italian wedding soup, so I was like, you know what, let's go with this. And it turned out fantastic. I just did a pretty basic like celery, onion, carrot, garlic situation, some white wine. Then I did 4 cups of veggie stock, and then 2 cups of water mixed in with like maybe like a half tablespoon spoon of the Better Than Bouillon no beef broth. And oh, this made the broth so delicious. I've never combined the beef with the veggie before, and whoo, it was so good. Once the broth came to a boil, I put in, it was supposed to be I don't know how to pronounce it, but those like little ball pastas, but I kind of ran out, so then I had to put half pastina in. But it worked out just fine. And I ladled the soup over my Aldi meatballs, and yes, the soup made the Aldi meatballs taste better. kind of want to only buy the Aldi meatballs for the soup now. But this was so delicious, and I made this as my first meal back from another trip I had been on over the month, and it just felt so homey and cozy and just like another, like I said, grounding situation. I love like just incorporating cooking into the routine, curating the meals that you want to eat. Because like I said, it was Cinco de Mayo, but I didn't feel like going out. I just wanted some soup. And I have had this Violife Parmesan block forever. I'll highly recommend it. Takes forever to go bad. I've had it in my fridge for like a month. Has not gone bad, and it tastes freaking delicious on literally everything. All right, so now we're getting back more into my routine of cooking. This is like a Monday night dinner I made. It's a kale Caesar salad. I did some store-bought vegan Caesar dressing over some kale. There's more dressing in the salad than what I just showed in that clip, by the way. I don't think I'm putting only like 2 tablespoons of dressing in my salad. But then I added more of that Violife Parmesan, some chickpeas, some roasted eggplant. If you've been watching my channel at all in the last month, you'll see I eat eggplant weekly. It is becoming my favorite vegetable, and I cook it the same way each time, chopped up with salt, pepper, and za'atar seasoning with some olive oil on a nonstick pan for like 15 to 20 minutes. So freaking good. But yeah, salad was also really good meal to bring to work the next day, because you don't have to dress it at work. You can dress it the night before, and since it's kale, it stays, not wilted. Anyway, on to the next meal is this fun little fajita dish I made. I've never made anything like this before, and it turned out really, really well, and I'm sure it's going to end up becoming a staple on the channel because it was incredibly fun to make, and it was also incredibly delicious and super versatile. Basically, I bought a bunch of like little mini sweet bell peppers, as well as like these 2 other like larger green peppers that also weren't spicy at all, but I don't know if they're considered bell peppers, as well as some baby bella mushrooms. Cleaned and chopped those all up into pretty big pieces with some red and white onion, and put that all in a bowl, and then seasoned with what you would like associate with the fajitas, and some olive oil. So for me, what that was garlic powder, onion powder, adobo, cumin, paprika, chili powder, and then some cayenne, and then salt and pepper, of course, and just mix that all up in my mixing bowl, seasoned it to the way that I like, and then I decided I could have done this on a pan, and that would have probably been like more expected, but I had a lot of dishes this night, and I was like, I really want to get all my dishes done. So what I did is I put it into 2 cast iron skillets, the only 2 I have. I actually ended up having to put some on a sheet pan as well because I ran out of room in my cast irons, and then I just put it in my oven at 425 degrees for about 40 minutes, and it came out perfect. The trick is to make sure you're not overcrowding the pan, and everything is getting like the right amount of surface area on the pan, or it's just gonna like steam and not really char the way you want it to. This is what it looks like after 40 minutes. So good, so flavorful. Served it with some flour tortillas and then just microwavable Spanish rice. Not the best, but I already put enough effort in. And then I also served it with some black beans as well. And we're on to the next dish already. This is like a random pasta dish that I made for lunch when I was working from home one day. And I never work from home, so it was like kind of cool that I got to just make lunch in the middle of the day. And I was feeling fun. So I tried this pepper on my stove for like 5 minutes. I wanted to do longer, but I was too hungry to do longer. Then I chopped it up and I put it in my food processor with some kale. It is not my channel unless I make a kale or like spinach type of pasta sauce. So that's what this is going to be. It was kale, that pepper, salt, pepper, nutritional yeast, a little balsamic vinegar, and put that on some rigatoni, and then also gotta bring out the Violife Parmesan cheese. And I also put it with just like a little frozen chicken patty situation that I heated up in my air fryer just for some extra protein. And that was the last meal. That's what I've been eating lately. I cannot wait to make some more videos for you a little bit more frequently and keep showing you what I'm eating. And talk to you later, guys. Bye.